The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only
How you
mode.
guys doing? What's up? What's up? What's up? Talk to me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Sound is good. Good, good, good. Hey, Caleb, Tony, Ted. What's up, Ted? Ali, Lance. Lots of old friends. Gotta love it. Well, hey, Derek. Hey, Derek. Hey, well, welcome to this webinar. So it's gonna be pretty exciting. Not only am I gonna talk about what I was planning on talking about, which is video sales letters and how to promote them. Just in case you didn't guess, the type of offer that I was referring to. But I was talking about video sales letters, and also I wanted to talk about another offer that's real, real hot. Just only for the people that's on live. All right, I'm just giving it to you people that's live because you guys are taking the time to the time and effort to actually be on live, and I respect that. And so I'm going to give you a special treat. So let's get into it. All you guys know, I'm sure you're very familiar with video sales letters. They've been around for a few years now. I'd probably say over the past year, year and a half, or maybe 2 years, they've started to catch on in the world of CPA. And so they're really popular right now. You see them everywhere. You see them promoting lots of different types of products and offers, and the reason is because they work. All right, they work, they work, and so that's why you see a lot of them. So, but you know, the way that most people promote them is it's pretty lazy. They just basically direct link to the video. They just send traffic to the VSL itself, and that does work. It doesn't always work, but it does work at times. But if you put just a little bit more effort into it, you can really make a lot more money, and it's just so easy. I mean, there's lots of different ways to promote different affiliate products and offers, and some of them are a little bit more complex than others. Some people build out, you know, com- complicated funnels, complex landing pages, and stuff that's just not simple and not really easy, especially for beginners or shall we say newbies. But the VSLs, I mean, and the landing pages that we use for those are so extremely simple. Pretty much anybody can do this, and it really expands how much money you make. I'm here to tell you, and I'm going to tell you, give you some more details in a second here. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so it's kind of an easy 7-step process here, and so we're going to go through this. And now I've actually taught this before. I misspelled promote there, but but it's one of those things that it's so effective, and people have gotten so much good results from it that I really wanted to kind of hammer it again because people always come to me, well, how do I make money? How do I make money online? How do I make money with affiliate marketing? This is one of the easiest ways that I know, and it works. It just straight out works. I had a guy, man, I have tons of them. I had a guy maybe going probably 2 years ago now, and I just actually, I take that back. It was actually I included in a bonus, I think, for the cloaker or some other product that I had come up with that I gave these ready-made campaigns, and like, they were basically all promoting VSL offers. I believe off of ClickBank at the time, and so and people had a lot of success with them. I mean, I didn't even, my whole goal was like, look, these are examples, and you can, by all means, you can take them and you can use them as they are, verbatim, but hopefully do like I teach you to and swipe, deploy, and improve, and, and improve upon, what I'm giving you, but at least you have something to start with that, that I know at least, that's worked for me. So, and a couple people, really, really, applied these, and they took off. I mean, I had people that made like $8,000, I think, like their second week, promote period online. Going over, I think maybe second month making over $100,000 that month. I had people that I've shared this with that have you know really hit it hard and done $10,000 a day, $20,000 a day. I think the highest that I've heard personally of somebody that's using these techniques that I taught them is probably top line around like $40,000 a day. All right, so stuff really works. And I know for a fact that there are other people that I didn't directly teach, but I know that they've kind of swiped some stuff that I was doing, that are making even more than that. All right, so this is a proven process. It works. So let's get into it. All right, so the first step is to find a video sales letter that converts. All right, and so there's a few places that you can look. The easiest place where they have lots of VSLs is ClickBank. All right, ClickBank absolutely has tons of video sales letters. All right, and so we're actually going to take a little trip to ClickBank here, just live here in a second. So, so you can kind of see for yourself, just like what they have to offer as far as video sales letter offers. Okay, so. Now here's what I normally do. Like if I'm starting off, say, any kind of campaign where I'm using video sales letters, where I have a choice of lots of different offers for a particular niche. So say for example, trying to do something in the diet niche, okay? Because there's tons of video sales letters that deal with diet in some way, shape, or form, losing weight, or it could be probiotics, kind of with a weight loss slant. Actually, that's very effective, by the way. Or there's tons of health related offers, but let's just say weight loss is probably like the most of that. All right, so what I normally do is I set up a campaign and I will rotate, let's just say 5 different offers. I'll rotate 5 different offers that I found on ClickBank for weight loss. All right, or they could be get them off of a CPA network as well. And so I will initially direct link to the videos, okay, because I figure that if it works direct linking, or first I want to see which one works the best direct linking, and then based on that, I know that 95 times out of 100, I can get it to work even better if I use a pre-sale landing page. All right, so I'll look for the one that converts the best direct linking. It might not be profitable, but I want the one that converts the best. Okay, and then I'll take that, and then that's when I'll build out my little mini VSO funnel, based on that offer, because I already know that it converts. Because if it converts direct linking from my ad, then then I know that it will convert even better with the pre-sale lander. All right, because as you're going to see, I mean, pre-sale landers make a huge difference. They really help you make way more money. And so it's just better results. One of my Gregisms that I have, and I think I have it on my it's such a little thing, but over the years that I've been doing this, which are going on like just think that 17. Most affiliates are lazy. I mean, most people. One of the things that separates affiliates lazy, but totally fail. Don't be a lazy affiliate. And one of the thing that in affiliates that do is using pre-sale landing pages. All right, is one thing a lot of times separates the successful from the not successful. It's a very simple thing, and the quicker that you learn how to use pre-sale landing pages, the better off you'll be and the more money that you'll make. All right. So step number 1, you want to find a video sales letter that converts. All right, so let's go to step 2. Step 2 is setting up testing and tracking. Okay, this is like so freaking important. All right, I mean, this is if you don't do this, then you might as well not even do any type of affiliate marketing, period, point blank. All right, but this is the secret sauce, if you want to call it secret. This is what it really takes in order to be successful in this business, okay? But especially when you're talking about pre-sale landers, okay? So I use, as far as tracking, like I said, you should be using some type of tracking software for all your campaigns. It's almost impossible, even if you're using like sub IDs, and I used to use like sub IDs, and just you can do some rough tracking that way. But if you really want to be able to dig into data, dig into campaigns and try to make them work, then you absolutely have to use tracking. I use CBV Lab. A lot of people like it, a lot of people don't. But I like it because of the second piece of software that I use, which is Landing Page Genius. All right, but but there's tons of tracking out there. I mean, no, so if you don't want to use CBV Lab, use whatever else. Volume, you got Thrive, you got all kinds of stuff. Excuse me. But I prefer CBV Lab, and I will explain to you. It will become apparent to you why later on in this presentation. All right, so um, this is CBV Lab. So you can get it from here, so that I get a commission. Since I'm telling you how great it is, then you should be happy to buy it through my link. So there you go, superfillerrockstar.com/CBV Lab, and this is Landing Page Genius. Okay, Landing Page Genius is probably like the cornerstone at this point of my pre-sale of designing and testing and optimizing pre-sale landing pages. It is the just top number one choice. I mean, because it integrates with the tracking, and I still haven't seen anything like it. If I do, I can't. I've tried some of these newer tracking platforms, and I'm telling you, like, my ROI went down. And the reason my ROI went down is because I didn't have the level of control and the level of um, visibility that I have with Landing Page Genius. All right, so this is like super super important. So you gotta get these. I mean, and I'm not just saying it because hey, I want you to buy through my link so I'm making an affiliate commission. I mean, that's nice, and but I mean, I don't make. I mean, I referred a lot of people to both of these products, but still, I'm not like I'm making a living doing this or anything. It's very little money compared to the money that I'm making using. But at the same time, the only reason that I recommend it is because it's like I said, it's a cornerstone of my pre-sale landing page just development right now. And I have friends that I've turned on to it that have literally made seven figures, from it, or just an additional in the millions because they use it. All right, it's just that serious. It is that heavy. It is that just it is that dope. It's that dope. All right, so there you go. Testing tracking. 3 remarkable images. You know what? I showed people this image like probably years ago. I'm still using it. I still use it to this day. All right, and it's still effective because it's just freaking weird. But I like to find images. Again, what I like to do is find shareable images. Okay, you want to find shareable images. All right, because with social media, especially if you're advertising on social media, it's all about, some images go viral. People, have funny pictures or they, post on their, timeline or whatever. And, and it's just like a big part of what people do, on social media. They share pictures and show pictures and stuff. And so, you want to have images, and I'm specifically talking about Facebook. Okay? So, but your Facebook ads, you want to have images that are so good that people share the images. Okay. Because, and what happens is with a newsfeed ad is like when they share basically like that newsfeed, that post with the image in it, then, essentially you get free traffic because they're posting it and then people are sharing it and, it's still linking to your, into whatever offer you have in your ad. So it's not just to get high click through rate, but it's also to get free traffic. All right, because people are going to be passing around your image. They're going to be passing around, your link to your landing page along with it. All right, so shareable images, and as far as where you get them, I've actually gave away a bonus for DNA Wealth Blueprint where I did a more in depth presentation on how to find images, but just for our purposes here, the main thing that you want to do is your number one tool for finding images would be Google search. All right. Not necessarily Google Images, because everybody just immediately goes to Google Images and tries to find images and use those. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes the copyright holder might see it, and you might get in trouble. Um, but again, here's the thing about the internet is that, you know, some people's sole purpose online is just to collect images, okay, to collect cool pictures, to collect funny pictures. There's whole websites that's all they do, okay. So instead of you scouring through the entire internet trying to find interesting shareable images, why don't you just go to it, let somebody else already do that. They've gathered them. So you go search for, like, you see these lists, like the top 10 funny car pictures, okay, or the top 10 bodybuilding images, or funniest baby pictures, or funniest wedding pictures, whatever. And they have like these lists of images. So like, well, somebody has already looked all around the internet and found these images that that they think are cool and maybe viral or whatever. And so, why do legwork yourself? Just let somebody else do it. So, you should definitely let other people curate images for you. That's rule number one. Let other people curate images for you. All right. And the other thing is, you should always be looking for images. One place where I find a lot of good images for ads are other people's ads. Okay. And not that I'm just going to swipe the entire ad. And typically what I'll do, like, I see an image in another ad, and the ad could be about whatever. I just like the image. And so I use the image, for one of my ads, even so it's not competing with them. It's not taking away anything from them. Or, a lot of times I might see an ad in a particular medium, like, and also I use it in another medium. Like, so I might see something on, ad on Yahoo, say, for example. And then I might, find that image and try that image or a similar image on Facebook. All right. So, always be looking for images, have a swipe file, you can download them. You can use Evernote, whatever, snag it. But always looking for images. But especially if you look at some of these, like some of the places where they'll have like the top 10 this or top 10 ugliest this or whatever, like some of these kind of like viral type of websites, like they always normally have native ads as well, like at the bottom, and they have some crazy images sometimes with some of these native ads. So you get a lot of ideas, from there as well. So you can get, and there's some other places, that I use that you can get some really good images from, really good shareable images from. But they, I can't give them all away for free now, you know. So, all right. So let's see. We got to go back here. Okay, compelling ad copy. All right. Oops. All right. So obviously, you know, you need to have compelling ad copy to go to your compelling pre-sale lander to go to the compelling offer. Hopefully, okay. So, and again, you can look around. You can do the whole swipe, deploy, and improve method where you find something and try to do something similar. You could do something where you can swipe something that's from a whole totally different industry, totally different market. I always like to start with stuff that works. Okay, so you can use your various spy tools or whatever if you want, but you want to have some compelling ad copy. Now, when I'm doing and I'm gonna show you some examples of this in a second, but when I'm promoting a VSL, the one thing that I like to do is I like to call attention to the video. Okay, so I want the ad to be about the video. I don't necessarily want the ad to be about the result of if you watch the video, as far as like what that benefit is, like, about you losing weight, or about whatever, getting these probiotics or blood pressure, or, diabetes and product, whatever you happen to be selling. I found that is important. So there's a writer down. All right. So I found that the ad should emphasize and sell the video. Okay. The ad needs to sell you on watching the video. Okay. And then the video sells you on buying the product. All right. So it's kind of like a slight shift in thinking here. And the other thing is that I think that you should, in my experience, and again, people do different things, and there's people that are crushing it with VSLs that are doing, total opposite of what I'm talking about. I mean, they're out there. Okay, not tons of them, but they're definitely out there. But one thing that I like is I like to let people know in the ad that it is a video. All right. And I think that's important because we've all been kind of so, and I'm always thinking mobile first, mobile first. All right, so you should be thinking like mobile first as well. So, but so you're scrolling through and you might see an ad that looks interesting to you, but say you might be in a car, having kind of a halfway conversation with somebody, and you see an ad and then you click on it and then it's a video, but it's like a 20-minute video, and like you can't watch the video like right then and there, because you're halfway engaged with somebody else or you're doing something else, or maybe you can't have volume at that point. Maybe you don't have headphones or whatever. So there's a lot of reasons why you cannot watch the video right then and there. Okay, so and since most of these traffic sources we're paying per click, why waste a click on somebody that's only going to just click away because they're not in a position to watch the video right then and there. All right. So if you put that the video that that there is a video that you want them to watch, or that the ad is a video, then you need to put that on it. So then when they do click on it, they already know, okay, well, I can watch this video. I have time to watch it, or, I can, time or the privacy to watch it or whatever. I think that's really important. I think it's really, really important. Again, especially, when you are paying per click. All right. You want people to know that they have to watch a video. All right. Because one thing, some people don't like to watch videos on their phone. Some people do, some people don't. Some people rather wait, or then watch it at home or watch it on a laptop or whatever. So, um, I believe in letting people know that there is a video, and not only because of that, but again, we want to sell them on the video. Right? We want to sell them on the video. So I'll give you some examples of that later. All right, so we are up to. All right. And so this says via solo mobile. I mean, again, I think most of the traffic that we're going to be going after these days is mobile. A big chunk of it is, especially if you're talking about Google and Facebook. So the good news is that these VSOs work, very well on mobile, but you definitely have to take the device into account. I mean, the device is into account. I mean, for example, like a lot of VSLs can work better on the bigger phones or the phones that have bigger screens, just for obvious reason. You can kind of see the whole thing. Not that they don't give her on a smaller phones like an iPhone 6 or something like that, because they absolutely do. However, you want to when you want to optimize, you want to like get the highest ROI, return on your investment. Then you want to optimize the device. And sometimes sometimes I'll only run desktop traffic to certain VSLs because they just don't work very well on mobile for whatever reason. All right. And sometimes it's the ordering process. Maybe their ordering process for mobile, isn't that great. So anyway, so let's go into an example here. And again, I've gone through this example before, but I'm gonna. This is really just a good illustration of the process and how to do it. And plus, this offer is doing well. A lot of people have made a lot of money from it, including myself. So I highly recommend that if you want to try it, try it. So this is a video sales letter about blood pressure. This is actually for a physical product, a physical blood pressure product. It's like it's a supplement, so it's actually selling, real bottles of supplements. This isn't an info product. So this is like how to this is how it starts. Okay, so excuse me. So that would be the actual offer. Okay, so now these are some examples of Facebook ads. I promoted in various places. Facebook being maybe Facebook and Google being the main ones. Um, so let's see here. Um, So yeah, so you can look at my ad. So first of all, it's a lot of emphasis on the fact that it's a video. Okay, so the name of the actual page, blood pressure video. Warning: do not take another high blood pressure drug until you watch this video. So already it's kind of like a negative, kind of like, wait, don't do this until you watch this video. Shocking video goes viral, which is just a really good headline. However, be careful with the word shocking, because Facebook tends not to like it. Um, tap here to watch. I mean, this is just like a classic formula that I've used over and over again with various different, different VSLs, not just blood pressure, but different ones. You got your compelling image, you got your compelling ad, call to action. Again, these are obviously for mobile, so I'm saying tap here. If it was desktop, you want to say click here. These are all saying just different, different images. And again, you got to look at, who your target is. So I believe this one was targeting men. This is actually an image I use for doing muscle. This is just some crazy image that, and again, you see, and again, this is just like I have like for Facebook, I'm duplicating ad groups quite a bit, and this is just kind of like a snapshot that I took. But as you can see, I mean, it already got this many shares as it got likes. All right, it's got the shares, got shares. People are sharing it. Not only necessarily just for the for the image, but also for the content. Because a lot of people know people that have high blood pressure, and so so this is a really good ad, because not only is it causing sales and is getting sales by itself, people looking at it, but people are also sharing it with their friends and loved ones, and that's a really strong endorsement, and it even makes the sales process like even better. So here's some more. This is all the same. Look at this. This is like 11 shares. Okay, now it's probably a lot to do with this image. Just kind of nasty, actually. Old lady smoking a cigarette on background of cigarettes. But hey, it worked for whatever reason, and people share it. All right. Now, this is an example of text ads. This is actually for Google. Yeah, this is for Google. Google Display Network, to be exact. This is a text ad. I meant to include a banner here. Maybe at the end, if we have time, I might show you. Some banners. I mean, they're pretty basic. They pretty much have the same type of copy, but I wanted to show you, some other examples. Okay, so this is a straight up text ad. The headline: watch this video. Okay, there's no doubt. There's no there's no cloudiness. Exactly what I want you to do. Okay. So watch the video. 1 second here. That's just Skype. Sorry. All right. So yeah. So let's check it out. So and see, this is a reason why when you're promoting a VSL, you need to look at the whole thing. You need to look at the whole thing. All right. So look at the video. I mean, some of them are like 30, 40 minutes, but if you really want to promote it and make money promoting it, then watch it, because from watching the video, I know that the thing contains a certain herb. Okay, it contains a certain. I mean, I'll tell you, it's actually cinnamon. It's actually some special kind of cinnamon. But I would have only known that if I actually watched the video. Okay, so now it's important to watch the video, especially towards the end, because you might pick up something like in their clothes, that you can use in your ad or even your landing page, that kind of, seeds what they're going to say, and when they try to close the sale. Okay, so you can kind of already like pre-frame them, on the close that they're going to hear. All right, so it's really key. Again, don't be a lazy affiliate. Don't just, you got the offers about this. Okay, just plug it in. No, listen, sit there and look at the video. All right, and there's another reason why you should look at the video as well, which I'll get into later. But definitely look at the video, because then you'll be able to write better ads. Okay. So, so it's because the second one, watch the video, cure for high blood pressure. The doctor does not want you to see this like that. I really didn't have to, look at the whole thing, to figure that out. I mean, that's basically like the guy starts talking about how it's kind of like a big conspiracy theory with the pharmaceutical companies and how they don't want this information out, blah blah blah. So that is kind of just a standard kind of ad. And mind you, I think I probably tested about 20 different ads before I came up with these two that actually were my winners. Um, but these are. And so, again, watch this video. Okay, watch this video. Even here, the doctor does not want you to see this. So they're already primed, to watch a video. All right. So before I go on, I've been rambling here for 30 minutes. Let me see if there's any questions that I can answer. Okay, let's see. Any questions? What was the offer? The offer was it's called Striction BP, and it's a blood pressure supplement. It's called Striction BP. It's actually on my network, on Rockstar Revenue. We have it on network. So if you're not part of Rockstar Revenue, I think you can just go to rockstarrevenue.com. You can sign up. What kind of CPC do you need? We're gonna get into that, Luke. I'm gonna get into that next. This was on Google Display right here. It was on Google Display right here. Greg, can you show a pre-sale VSL lander, please? Yes, I can. Coming right up. Boom. You ask and you shall receive. All right, so here is like the original pre-sale lander that I started using for the blood pressure, and I use it for everything else. So let me go and show you how I come up with this. So basically, this lander is really simple. It only has 3 parts. Okay, so it has this headline, which is a link, which is hyperlinked, and then it has an image. This image is a slice of the video. Okay, so you basically watch the video sales letter, and then you can freeze it at certain points, and then you can take a screenshot of that. And so basically, it's kind of like giving them this is an actual slide that's in the video, sales letter. All right, and so what I do is I might go through, watch the video, and I might snap like 10 of the most compelling slides that I think are the most compelling, or the most curiosity breeding. And so I'll test those 10 images along with a bunch of different headlines and call to action as well, to come up with the best combination that converts the best. All right, but the way that I do this is just watching the VSL and just pausing it. Take a screenshot of this and just do that. Grab them and put them in test runner. So it's really just keeps things sensitive. It's really simple. All right, so we got three parts: headline, main image or image, and then call to action. All right, and so it's there's not a lot to test here, other than those 3 things. I mean, I've tested lots of different. I mean, probably for the blood pressure. I mean, I think I've tested like over 60 different headlines so far. Tested, I don't know how many different images. Let's just call it 20 images, and then maybe like 10 different calls to action. All right. And I've also tested the space. Okay, so the space between the image and the headline, the space between the headline and the top of the page. As it turns out, this like all the way to the top converts the best. And what else? And that's it. I mean, it's not that much to it. Okay, which once because I run a lot of traffic to this page, and so once you once you kind of you run out of stuff to test. But I was able to figure out one other thing that I could add, and it gave us a really, really nice bump. And and it's something else that I can add to this. If you saw this presentation, last year or whatever, like I've added something that has, really helped the conversions. And that is, drum roll. You don't want to hear it. You just want to see it. I don't think you guys want to see this. I need some interaction here. You want to see the improvement I made to this landing page? They do for sure, for sure. Okay. I'll show it. Drum roll, please. I can't drum roll with my mouse cut. Here it is. I believe this is the same. Is this the same? My first video, suppose. Tap the video. Okay, it's slightly different because this one actually does not have a call to action down here. But this is what I added right here. This copyright. Copyright 2016, the blood pressure cure. Now, obviously, I tested a lot more than just the blood pressure cure, blood pressure cure. But this added, something else to test, something else to optimize with, and help me bump up the performance. So actually, let me show you. Let me break down this page. I'll show you the exact page here. Let me see. Is there anything on here I don't want you to see? Oh, it's fresh a bit. Oh, come on. All right, so I'm gonna show you the page, the actual code to the page. But somebody asked, was LPG, was Land Page Genius hard to set up? And it's not hard to set up at all. Oh, come on now. Okay, maybe I didn't want to quit. All right, so while that's doing this thing, but yeah, Landing Page Genius is very simple. I mean, to install. I mean, I was able to do it. I'm like very untechnical and get other people to do that type of stuff for me all the time, but I was able to easily do it. I mean, it's just very easy. All right, so here is this is okay. So this the way that Land Page Genius works is that basically it's snippets. Okay, so it's basically substituting snippets of code for HTML. So for the images, it's a piece of code. So let me see where it is. So images, yeah, right here. Okay, so snippet C is the images. So basically, this is where the folder for the images, and then snippet C is all of these different files. Okay, these different images. Okay, so those are the images. So for the copyright, like these are all different copyrights that I tried, and this one was the winner. This 2016, the blood pressure cure. But I tested like 24 different ones. Same thing with headline. The headlines were down to like 67 different headlines, and a lot of them are very, very similar. I mean, like they, just very tiny changes. All right, but basically that's snippet A, and so this is the actual code of the page, and so it's where is it at? So snippet A right here. So if my Dreamweaver was working. Okay, well then you can kind of see it a little easier, but regardless, I mean this page is super simple, like you saw, like you said. This is A, B, C is the image, and then D is the copyright. All right, so it's really, 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 really simple, and I'll show you, kind of how the results look. But here's the thing though, like I mean, and again, I didn't test this like all at once. Like this was I've added. I would say, man, this is probably over a year that I have been pretty much using the same page, but just tweaking it and optimizing it and add different things. And so, but I'll give you an example. I'll show you how how it looks here. How it looks. All right, so this is so this is like a screenshot from CBB Lab, and so this is these are. Now this is before I did the snippet D, which was the copyright. So this is just headline, CTA, and image. And so these are the combinations. All right. So this is how, it's returned in the CPP lab, uh, user interface. So you kind of see, so which combinations won. So right here, all right. So when you're looking at the results, you definitely don't want to go by when you just have one conversion, because you never know when the second one's going to come. You can't really tell anything from here. So I would like totally disregard these. Even two, it's 213. That's still not that many conversions. So, but once you start getting down here, like say 11, okay, you got, and this is the keyword. So this was the ad. 55M5P is what I called it. And so all the way down here to this one, which is where most of the traffic went. So I guess I must have was able to improve on it, after. But even still, the traffic was around like 5 cents per click, right? 5 cents per click. So it's not hard, to make some nice profits here. So even with the overall EPC of only 15 cents per click, I'm over 200% ROI. All right. So, compare that to, now these are just, all these different tests I've done. So compare that to just like overall, this is just breaking everything down by device, because especially with video sales letters, you really want to pay attention to the device. Because, and as you can see, like a lot of the ones that do well, like the Galaxies, like these are the ones that have, bigger screens. So that's important to keep into account there. What I wanted to show you here is how, how cheap you can get as far as like, cost per click. When you got a good enough image, I mean, you're looking at 17%, 19% click through rate, and so that's how you get to 4, 5, 6 cents per click. And so this is how we make big profits. Buy cheap and get it to convert higher. All right, so let me I don't know if but anyway, here's another example of a landing page, for another type of offer. This is actually some type of this is a type of weight loss offer. And again, all I did was just take some snippets of the VSL, take some slides, and had a headline, and the headline was, I believe, I don't have the exact ad in front of me, but I believe the ad was something about, controversial video shows you how to, eat whatever you want and still lose weight. So basically it was like the same as this, pretty similar to that. And, tested some different slides, and this one was one of one. Click here to watch the video. Normally I test either click here to watch the video or tap here to watch the video or nothing there. Because sometimes if this is compelling enough, then you don't really necessarily need a strong call to action. All right, so this is another example. And again, you can get these from this place right here called ClickBank. All right, so let's go over to ClickBank right now. I just want to show you, kind of like, how easy it is to to put these offers together. All right, so let me go over here. So I'm gonna do a no one doll. All right. So let's go to ClickBank. I'm gonna go to Marketplace. And so let's look. I mean, the top offers that they have are pretty much under health and fitness. And so, and we can rank by, I like to rank by Gravity, which is their own, their own like algorithm for it. I don't know exactly, but take into account sales, takes into account, commission generated or whatever. So Diabetes Destroyer right now is on top. Another diabetes offer, then it's 3-week diet, Fat Diminisher, which is actually a good offer. and some other ones. So Red Smoothie Detox, um, ED Reverser. So all these, these are like the top 10 basically health offers in terms of their gravity. And so, when you see offers that have gravity like this, I mean, like these, that they convert. I mean, it's not a question of if they convert. It's just a question of which one converts the best. So say for example, so we wanted to go into weight loss, we can or diet. So let's just say we want to test a bunch of different diet offers, um, and so we want to rank in terms of gravity. And so here we go. So we could test this offer. We could test this offer, test this offer, which is oldie but goodie Venus Factor. It converts very well. And whatever. So so you can grab like 5 of these offers, and then you can just write your ad, and you can direct. You can rotate those 5 offers, direct link to them, and then whichever one does best direct linking, then you can take it, and then you can apply our system where you actually look at it. So let's just like look at this. So, okay. So I probably wouldn't snapshot that. But then you can start like you have something like I use Snagit, and then you can just like take a screenshot of this. So let's just like there. So this might be all right. So you take this. So I'm actually going to make up a landing page right here in front of you, based on here. Here we'll just do a new page here. All right, so I'll just put the picture. All right, so we got the picture. So our we'll just for us call to action, we'll just say click here to watch. Click here to watch it. And for our headline, we could do something like let me see. Let me go back to this one. My blood pressure one. Let's see. So I'll take this one because again I know it works. And obviously, you'd either do this on Dreamweaver or something, or have your designer do it or whatever. But this is something you can kind of roughly just send them so they have an idea of what you want it to look like. So make this a little bigger, bolder. And and so that's it really, and that's the page. You might you put the little copyright thing down here if you want. So actually, let's do that because the copyright thing is pretty powerful. So however you make the copyright symbol, it'll be what was that thing called? We'll call it the Big Diabetes Lie. So we'll say So let's say copyright, oops, copyright symbol, whatever that is. The big W is law. All right, so that's it. That's your page, and then you can get some more slices of the video. So we'll go and look, and we'll try to get some more. See, we get any of these things we can snag. Yeah, I like that one. That's good. So we can take that one, and that could be another snippet, and we could take 10, 20, however many of these that we want. And so we could do this one instead of what we have here. So we could do this one. Let's make this a little smaller. And there we go. And then normally what I'll do is I'll put an image of a play button, kind of like how I did here. And I found that I used to put like a big red play button, but I found this like transparent gray play button works better. So right here, that's like my one. I've tested all of this stuff. Tested play buttons, and this one works good. Works the best. So, but that's it. I mean, that's how easy. That's what I was saying. Like, you could take this, you could be in business tonight. All right, because ClickBank, you can join. There's no approval process. You can join, get approved instantly. You get your link, and then you can put together, simple page like this. I mean, and you're in business. Easy peasy, pumpkin easy. All right, so. Whew, sorry about those technical difficulties. I don't know what happened to PowerPoint. So that was ClickBank. All right, shout out to the late great Muhammad Ali, the greatest. All right, so hopefully you can see right now. Let me try this one more time. Come on. Guess not. All right, so let's go here. All right, here we go. All right, so look, hopefully, this video sales letter, pre-sale lander was just one example. Okay, one example of a pre-sale landing page. I mean, it's probably one of the easiest, simplest examples. But pre-sale landing pages work, okay, and they make a lot of money. And the whole reason is because, you can look at it. I always tell people it's like holding hands before the kiss. Okay, so like you might be on, a first or second date, with somebody, and when you first, like when you first go to her door or whatever, you don't just grab her, and just tongue her down, for some long kiss. Like you don't do that, because then she'll probably slap you. All right, so. But you have a little warm up period, and then you might probably towards the end of the date, you might hold hands while you're walking, walking her to her house or walking from dinner or wherever you're walking. Hold her hands across the table. But it's just like it's something that you're gonna do, before you take the big action that you want to take. All right, so. Same thing with a pre-sale page. I mean, you don't just want to, have somebody click on an ad and just be bombarded with something like "buy me, buy me, buy me." Put in your information. To buy whatever or to sign up for whatever. And speaking of that, that reminds me. One of the best types of pre-sale landing pages is a squeeze page. All right, because not only are you pre-warming them up to watch the video, but you're also collecting their email. You're building a list, and so you can market stuff to that list over and over again. The initial product that you want to sell, as well as other stuff. So they want to definitely mention that, but definitely think in terms of pre-sale pages, because I would say 9 times out of 10 they're going to improve your profits. All right. So pre-sale landers make bank. And the ones that make the most bank are advertorials. All right. Especially advertorials. Advertorials, man, I mean, they have created or responsible for more millionaires in affiliate marketing than anything else I've seen. All right. I'm talking from the affiliates, not just from affiliates, but the advertisers. I mean, like some of these huge businesses, over, $1 billion businesses now built on the back of advertorials. All right. Um, and the reason why is because they work. Okay, they work. Now, the thing about advertorials is that, I mean, advertorials have been around for a long time. I'm talking like before internet. I'm talking like, I was reading some marketing books, some old marketing books like from the 20s, 1920s, and they were talking about advertorials. How to make them look like the actual newspaper and stuff like that. So it's a very effective form of advertising that's been around for a long time. And online, they are extremely effective. And I remember people years ago saying, "Oh man, they're not going to be working. They're not going to work. It's going to run out. This is short term. They're not going to be working in a few years. They're still working. They're still working. They're still going strong. It's just nothing. Nothing that there's nothing stopping it. I mean, they've gone through everything. And so, and advertorials themselves, I mean, they get a bad rep. Advertorials themselves are not inherently, bad or uncompliant and stuff, but just a lot of people that use them and they do a lot of, uncompliant things and a lot of false claims and stuff like that. So that's what makes it a little iffy and dangerous as far as the FTC and the rest of the alphabet boys are concerned. All right. But advertorials are the most powerful pre-sale landing page that I know of. All right. And I just want to give you, just in case, you don't know what advertorial is, I'll give you a quick example here. This is one that is talking about selling skincare offers. And typically, this would be one that's, I wouldn't recommend that you actually like use this because, again, it's part of it. Parts of it, might get you in trouble. Is using some celebrities, without their permission, using, names of other publications. Many times these are things that get people in trouble. All right, but I wanted to show you, show you an example. But they're extremely effective, right? Extremely effective, and you can use them for almost any type of offer, including VSLs. All right, including VSLs. I've actually used them for VSLs very successfully. All right, so. But this is probably like the king of the pre-sale landing pages. All right. So the thing about advertorials though is like, because of the regulatory issues involved, like nobody, as far as teaching it, like nobody wants to touch it. Okay. Nobody's teaching, the art and science of promoting with advertorials. Just because, the people that are using them, they're making, a lot of money with it. And so they don't want to share their secrets or whatever. But two, they don't want to get in trouble with the alphabet boys. Okay. So, there's very few places where you can learn about, one of the most effective, pre-sale landing page types, bar none, on the planet. Until now. Because me, I got your back. I will, teach you stuff that nobody else will. So, introducing the Pre-Sale Lander Masterclass. All right. Now, what is a Pre-Sale Lander Masterclass? I'm glad you asked. Pre-Sale Masterclass, Pre-Sale Lander Masterclass is a 3 weekly online class. Okay, so we're gonna meet once a week for 3 weeks. So you get 3 classes. These classes will be 2+ hours. We're gonna actually start next Thursday, July 21st. And if you can't make all the sessions live, don't worry about it. All sessions will be recorded and put in a members area. All right. So one second here. So this is something, again, we're gonna get real, real deep and in depth with these pre-sale landing pages. Hold on 1 second here. All right. So what are we going to get into? Let's talk about it. All right. So one thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about landing page optimization done right. Okay. We're going to talk about some simple tweaks that can double or triple your ROI. All right. We're going to talk about tracking. We're going to talk about split testing. We're going to talk about multivariate testing. Okay, multivariate testing is what I was talking about before with example of it, which would be landing page genius, where instead of you just split testing page A versus page B versus page C, you can test 20 different headlines, 10 different images, 10 different calls of action, all together. Okay. And so it's like split testing, on steroids, because you can produce your winning landing page in a ridiculously, short period of time. I mean, as a matter of fact, in this masterclass, I'm going to show you exactly how to go from zero. It's going to go from start from scratch, from zero to profitable optimized lander in 24 hours or less. All right, so I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Everything that you need to know about optimizing your landing page, we're gonna talk about in this class. All right, we're going to talk about pre-sale landers A to Z. I started talking about some video sales letter techniques. So I'm going to get into some advanced, video sales letter promotion techniques. Get into actual, video funnels. We're going to talk about game landers. We're going to talk about, interactive landing pages. Okay, where you can actually have your have your customer, have your prospect, interact with the page, before they take it to the offer. And I think that this is something that's, is being done more and more, and it's very effective because, the whole name of the game is, a CPA is cost per action. Okay, so you want your prospect to take actions. Okay, and the more actions that they take, then the more apt that they're going to do to take the ultimate action that you want them to take, which is, to buy something or to sign up for it or whatever the action is that you get paid for. All right. Um, I'm gonna teach you how to do viral pre-sale pages. All right, viral landers. Matter of fact, I have a case study for that, and you can apply this tactic, to pretty much anything. And by viral, I mean that you can get free traffic just by people passing it around, and especially when you incentivize them to pass it around, you can get tons and tons and tons of free traffic, and it converts better because it's not an ad, it's coming from their friend or one of their followers or whatever. All right. Also going to talk about something very important with pre-sale landers that if you're not doing, you're throwing away 20% of your ad spend, and maybe even more than that. All right. So this is something that's very crucial that you do, that very few affiliates do with their pre-sale pages. So I'm going to talk about that. Also, like I was saying before, one of the best types of pre-sale landers is a squeeze page. Again, not only do you get the list, but think about this. I mean, if somebody's going to be interested enough to take the time to actually opt in, to actually give you their name and email and stuff like that, then you can count on the fact that that they're probably going to watch the video, or at least watch it with a lot more interest. Because here's what happens: like, anytime that you put a landing page in between the person and the offer, obviously there's going to be less clicks on the offer. Okay, if you send 100% of your traffic to the landing page, I mean, just give me to the direct to the offer, then you're going to have more people seeing it. So you put a landing page in there, like some of these really short landing pages, like I've been showing you, as far as like for the blood pressure and weight loss, stuff like that. Like, the typical click through rate on those is like 50%. Okay, so 50% of people that land on a page are going to click through to the video. Okay, so right there you're losing, half of the people that will go to the video. But you have to look at the bottom line. Okay, you got to look at the bottom line, and the bottom line is that those half of that number, instead of having 100 people go to the video, those 50 people, are way more valuable than just 100 just going to the video direct linked, because they haven't been pre-sold on video. They haven't taken that action. Like, they've actually taken, because for most videos, especially that are on mobile, they're not autoplay. Okay, so they're not autoplay. So the person already has to just press play, which is, an action, and that's good. But the problem is that doesn't give you as an affiliate anything to optimize. Okay, I mean, besides the ad, it doesn't really give you anything to optimize. But if you have that pre-sale page in there, it's going to greatly elevate the interest and the desire of the person that is, even if it's just clicking through, don't even have to opt in. Even if they're just clicking through, again, they're just taking that one extra little action, but it means a lot, to your bottom line. All right, so we're going to talk about that. I'm also going to talk to you about how to get a 94% opt-in rate. Yes, you heard me right. 94% opt-in rate. And if you don't believe me, these are the stats actually from the landing page that I was using, and these are number of visits, number of opt-ins, the percentage. So for this particular page, got 4,100 visits, 3,800 over almost 3,900 opt-ins for a conversion rate of 94.68%. All right. So this is real, and these other ones they didn't do too shabby. I mean, 83%, 80%, but 94%. I'll actually show you this page. We'll break it down, and I'll show you exactly how you can do it for one of your offers. All right, and so we're going to talk about the king of the pre-sales. Okay, advertorials. All right, like I said, this has made more money than anything else I've seen. I think that these give you the highest ROI. I mean, there's certain offers like if you send traffic directly to somebody like Skin or Diet offers, I mean, like you're not going to make that much money. Okay, so the pre-sale is huge, in making the thing convert. All right, so not only are we going to talk about advertorials and how to optimize them, I'm actually going to build an advertorial from scratch. All right, you're going to watch me build an advertorial from scratch, a compliant advertorial. Okay, I'm not going to show you, teach you how to do nothing that's, not legal or that's going to get you in trouble. This is going to be a completely compliant advertorial, and not only are you going to watch me build it, but you're going to watch me test it and optimize it live. All right. So again, it's something that everybody's scared to teach for good reason, but I'm going to teach you the right way to do it. So there's nothing that's going to be there that's going to get you in trouble with, because you can still use advertorials and do it, perfectly compliant and not have to worry about the alphabet boys breathing down your neck. All right. So also we're going to talk a lot about mobile landers. All right. So like I said, you got to think mobile first these days. A lot of times, before people would, oh yeah, here's my website, here's my page. Oh, and then here's the mobile version. Okay. You gotta look at it the other way around. Okay. Because, so many people are accessing, even if you're not advertising like on a mobile source. I mean, just think email. Okay, more than 50% of email is checked on a phone. So if you have say if you're building your opt-in list and you're sending emails, offering an email, more than half the time they're gonna be checking it on their phone. All right, so that is not even an option anymore. Like your stuff has to be good on the phone, has to perform well on the phone. It's just, or you're not gonna make any money. Just straight up and down. All right, and plus the other thing too is that mobile traffic is cheap. Okay, it's way cheaper than desktop traffic, so it's gonna help you become a lot more profitable. Um, so mobile is huge. Okay, but mobile pre-sale landers are not the same as desktop pre-sale landers. I mean, it's a totally different approach. It's very different. All right, and so we're gonna really get into mobile landers. Mobile squeeze pages. I got some mobile case studies we're gonna look at. We're gonna spend a lot of time. The same advertorial that I'm designing obviously is going to be good for mobile. So we're going to talk about mobile advertorials, how to design landers for mobiles, then some examples of some winning mobile landers. And by the way, those landing pages that I showed you for the blood pressure and for the diet VSO offer, those all were most of the traffic was mobile. So the beauty of this thing is going to be real life, real time results. I mean, I'm going to teach you all the stuff you need to know about pre-sale landers, but I'm also going to be showing you, real life examples, and especially with the advertorial that I put together from scratch. You're going to see, real life, real campaigns, real money, okay, real data, for week to week. So I'm going to set some stuff up in week 1, and then by week 2, in week 3, we'll have some data to look at, we'll have some results, and then you can see not only how to build pre-sale landers, but I think a really important thing you can get is the thought process, okay, behind how we do it, how we test, how we really make it work. All right. And also, you're gonna get what's working now. All right. All right. So yeah. So what's the investment? All right. So a lot of you guys know. Look, I charge $50,000 for people to work for me personally. Okay, and I've had lots of clients happily pay the 50,000, and we've gotten very good results. We've gotten results into the 7 figures, and this is like all well documented. And the people will tell you themselves. And I've done group coaching And we charge $15,000, uh, and sometimes more for that. All right, so just to kind of give you an idea, all right, but this is not those prices. This doesn't really work as well with the about the slideshow. It's not 15,000. It's not even 1,000. It's not 1,000. All right. And I normally, I do not, I mean, I'll be honest with you. Like, I don't like to do webinars for and sell anything for less than 997. Like, if you notice, most of my webinars are like 997 or more. A lot more, most times more. All right. Just because of the type of clients that I want to attract. I want them to be paying at least $1,000. But this is not $1,000. All right. Actually, it's almost $1,000. It's actually the price is 997. Okay, so 997 for this class, which I think is a huge bargain. And like I always say, money loves speed, right? So look, if you're one of the first 20 people to order, this is starting now. Okay, first 20 people to order, then you can get this pre-sale Lander Masterclass for $497. All right, that's one time $497. First 20 people only. If you go to the page and it's back to 997, then you know that you missed out. All right. Right now, go to superaffiliaterockstar.com/pre-sale and you can grab that. Again, first 20, get it for half price. Get it for $497. After that, it's going to be $997, the regular price. All right. So look, everybody's always complaining about, oh, Greg, I can't afford your stuff, blah, blah, blah. I can't afford 50 grand. I can't teach me cheaply, blah, blah, blah. So here's your chance to get me be able to learn from me some really new cutting edge stuff. $497, first 20 people only. That is that. I will now open up for questions. But get over to superaffiliaterockstar.com/pre-sale right now and grab that. All right, so let me get some questions going here. Where did you get the XML from? I guess my designer that made the page. I don't know anything about that stuff. Is this type of page Facebook compliant? Yeah, I mean, I've run it before. I think the main thing that you need to worry about is the actual offer. If the offer is has a good WOT, Web of Trust score, then you should be good. Can newbies do this? Absolutely. Like I said, the pages are pretty simple to make. You don't, it works for advanced people as well as newbies, but yeah, it's not too hard for a newbie to understand. Let's see, what time are the classes? The first one is going to be 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern time, but I'll probably vary the second two just because I know that like for example, like might be other people on other side of the world. I want it to be, I want them to be at least be able to get on, one of the classes live as well without being up in the middle of the night. So I might vary it some, but the first time will definitely be 2 to 4 p.m. When you use landing page genius, do you have to cloak? No, absolutely not. No, you don't have to cloak. Where are we advertising? You can advertise anywhere you want. Most of my advertising is with Facebook and Google, but